Good morning, and thank you, Debbie, and everyone for joining us at Pendry West Hollywood this morning.
It's about now. Our job is to be loud enough to influence through communication to the vast global population.
Trend setting through entertainment and role modeling through public figures.
What this show does so brilliantly is that it keeps the lens focused on people.
The Hollywood Reporter is so honored to be Emma's media partner today.
It was exactly what we needed and what we wanted and what Toyota needed.
We've got to make a better transit system than we have right now.
No one gets left behind. And that is the core of carbon neutrality and our goal with regard to carbon neutrality.
But more than that, it speaks to a mission that impacts every aspect of our society and really every person.
And we all know that we often, unfortunately, ignore people who are lower wealth.
Every Apple TV Plus production has earned Emma's Green Seal.
When did this start to become something that you felt was necessary?
As a storyteller, this was what I can do.
If I was going to get involved in something about climate change, then who better to get involved with?
So it really was a testament to Scott and his evident commitment.
But actually, it's really irresponsible to not start facing up to where we're heading.
We have something that really happens. There's a bit of a responsibility.
What Carlton and John did so beautifully was really take us inside each person's experience through that.
Show some of the things that were really consequential that happened in the wake of Katrina.
You know, this is a project that's for people of all ages. Everyone can enjoy it.
You talk a little bit about the environmental benefits.
From a carbon footprint standpoint, just the fact that you have this one machine room that runs during the production and then it's essentially finished as often as possible.
So public enemy number one is carbon. California is again leading the charge, this time with electric vehicle infrastructure.
Remove the fossil fuel burning machine. Replace it with battery and/or fuel cell.
These communities are not homeowners. They can't go and install a charger anyway.
We're going to create careers, we're going to save the environment, and we're going to uplift communities through development.
It becomes a continuing education for us to know what you drive, where, how, when, so we can make the right suggestions.
Clean beauty is tough. For us, it's really transparency.
But he wanted to create from scratch the first ecological and sustainable studio which will answer to the need of the industry to protect the planet and give an example worldwide.
It's on us to persuade our audience that there are positive benefits to thinking green.
98% of scientists and experts, believe, climate change is a thing.
You can see the impacts. We know what's happening, all the things we've been talking about today.
Going up 30 feet from an active oil and gas well changes everything. The County Board of Supervisors voted unanimously to phase out all oil and gas wells in the city and ban new oil exploration.
You know, in East Palestine, it's often these areas are where we're unseen and unheard. And that's the dynamic that folks are dealing with there. They are looking for hope.
I've known this man for several decades. Is nothing less than a hero of ecology.
And I was looking into the eye of this whale, an eye the size of my fist. He could have killed us, but he chose to spare our lives.
So all these shark fishing tournaments have to stop. They're not our entertainment.
Is there something you can point to that give you the most hope?
The fact that the ozone hole is not bigger, it's not the same size, it's smaller, that gives me hope. But to keep in mind what we did, we banned CFCs.
I think we as humans have forgotten how to be humans. And if indigenous stories can do that, we all are here for that.
I see so many young people, so many young activists who really know what they're talking about. I think the Environmental Media Association has done an amazing job.
I felt very fortunate to have kind of inspired some people that I know and some people I don't know to start taking public transportation.
What's really amazing about, the Green Jobs Board is making a jobs board specifically for organizations that are also prioritizing diversity, equity, inclusion.
We've been saying forever this is not political. How does that really implement itself?
To work with across the aisle, you need not, in my opinion, abandon your views.
90% of the Amazon rainforest is being cut down in order to feed livestock.
We need to talk about what's going on right now, and then the solutions part, what needs to happen in
the future and in the present to get us to that livable future.
The time is now to support personal action for our climate health. This is a century that keeps on surprising us, but in this room, we represent the best of us.
First, communities speak for themselves. Communities will let you know what they need.
Have your heart in it and commit to one thing instead of three things.
Emma's goal is to provide a unified voice for our planet through entertainment, storytelling, and education.
Equally important are the thousands of stories that also show the solutions and personal activism that are empowering and motivating. We live in a world that content is everything.